They're not going to do hard things because they're soft people. Let me say this, soft men are a problem. Soft men are a problem because soft men allow evil to rule and reign. Number two, the Ahab spirit is very insecure. They struggle with what Proverbs 29:25 calls fear of man. They don't want a conflict. They don't like to be confronted. They don't want anybody to think ill of them. They're people pleasers. Because of that, the Jezebel spirit manipulates them through flattery. If you're insecure, they will flatter you so they can control you. Oh, honey, why are you so sad? You're a good king. You're a great man. Just have a little bite to eat. Mama will go take care of it. She flatters him. Number three, the Ahab spirit is not generous. 0 times in the storyline of Ahab does he give anything. All he does is take. He's the king of Israel. He doesn't tithe to God, doesn't help others. He just takes. Those who are Ahabs and Jezebels walk into a church, they don't give anything, but they want to control how everything is spent. They want to know all the details and all the facts, and they conveniently overlook the fact that they don't give generously. That's Ahab. He wants land from Naboth. He's only a taker, he's never a giver. In addition, number 4, the Ahab spirit feels entitled. I will say this, currently the Ahab spirit is raising the next generation. Well, I should have a house and internet and healthcare and food and, I need stuff. Well, that's why they made jobs. America is now fighting over a debt ceiling limit, which is insane. We owe $100,000 for every American in debt, national debt. We owe $250,000 for every taxpayer. And right now we're saying is, hey, can you up our credit card limit? That's a whole generation that feels entitled. And it is just take and take and take and no give. Number 5, the Ahab spirit has empathy and compassion only for self. Throughout the story of Ahab, the only time he feels sorrow is for himself. When he hears that Naboth is killed or died, he doesn't know how, he doesn't ask, oh my gosh, what happened? I don't care. There are people that their compassion does not go beyond themselves. The Ahab spirit causes adults to act like children. Ahab is a man-sized baby. And if you are an irresponsible Ahab adult, a Jezebel will find you and they will control you, and that's their marriage. And what's interesting is, well, you got to ask the question, why does Ahab tolerate Jezebel? Let me say this. People who are like Ahab tolerate people who are like Jezebel. Why? It benefits them. Jezebel does all the dirty work. She's dirty in the bedroom and she's dirty out of the bedroom. That's Jezebel. Oh, you want the land? Well, I'll falsify government documents. I'll steal your seal. I will get worthless men to be false witnesses. I'll get the church board involved. I'll get the government involved. I'll drum up false charges. I'll murder him and you can have the land. Ahab's great. You do all my dirty work. The reason that some of you tolerate evil people in your life is in some regard they benefit you. They make you money at work. You're like, well, they're an evil person, but they're a very profitable employee. They're a very evil relative, but they have, done some things that really helped us. If you tolerate, they will dominate. The reason why people tolerate Jezebels is because they're Ahabs who benefit from the evil of the Jezebel. Psychologically, we would call these kinds of relationships codependent. The American Psychological Association calls it, quote, the state of being mutually reliant in a dysfunctional dysfunctional relationship pattern in which an individual is psychologically dependent on or controlled by a person with a pathological condition. That's their relationship. Jezebel is demonic. She's pathological. She murders without conscience. She lies without consideration. And Ahab is dependent upon her. They are codependent. We all start more like Jezebel or Ahab, more controlling or passive. And you got to ask yourself, is there anywhere in my life or anyone in my life where I have tolerated someone who is evil because it benefits me or I'm afraid of them? Spiritually, we would call this marriage a soul tie. And one Christian commentator says it's, quote, a bond between two individuals, the souls, mind, will, and emotions of individuals knit or joined together. A bond, a joining together of souls for good or evil. One person manipulates and controls the other. That's what's happening. Goes on to say soul ties will cause one person to follow another. In this instance, it's the husband following the wife. A person to fulfill the desires of the other. That is the wife murdering to get the land for the husband. And then also a person to react in anger when the person to whom they are soul tied is attacked. Ahab being told no felt like he was attacked. What we're seeing here is a pattern that exists in every generation. And I've said it before, but let me just point out something. Have you ever noticed that these kinds of people meet each other? They always find each other, especially in church. It is so amazing that Ahab and Jezebel met each other because we looked earlier in the series, she was born in a different kingdom, the Sidonian kingdom. They're not even from the same country, Ahab and Jezebel. They're not even from the same culture. They weren't even raised in the same religion. How did they get together? A friend of mine, he's a pastor. He said, demons know each other, and if they're working through people, the demons who are friends introduce the people to become friends. And in the days of technology and the internet, evil people find each other and they form soul ties. And they bond together to do evil and to oppose good. We call this cancel culture. We call this progressivism. We call this the woke mob. That's exactly what it is. It's like, well, how is it so powerful? It's demonic. Well, how is it so organized? It's demonic. How is it so quickly overtaking every area of culture? It's demonic. But why does no one see it? Because they call it justice.